Texas. Why you are here fighting?
Well, I'm an anti-fascist and a communist to begin with, and when I saw what was happening in Kiev with the Maidan and everything like that, I could tell very early on that it was an American-backed and American-directed coup. So I knew that it was going to be another crooked situation like Libya, like Panama, like Syria, like Afghanistan, like Iraq. And really it has been. I mean, you know, they said they were going to bring freedom and democracy to Ukraine, and yet they had an illegal coup. They've had phony votes there in Kiev, and they've brought in genuine fascism. The people that the Donetsk army is fighting, that the Donbass army, Luhansk and Donetsk is fighting, they're genuine Nazis. They're real Heil Hitler Nazis, and they need to be stopped. They're criminals, and they would not be in power if not for the decisions and the work of the United States. So I felt a responsibility as an American and as a citizen of the world to come here and help these people defend their homes from Nazis, from fascists. And that's why I'm here.
What do you think about the USA here in Ukraine?
It's a crime. That's all it is. It's a crime. I've been in combat for 4 months. The airport, now at Spartak, every broken window, every burned down house, every dead person, every family that's had to flee to Russia, all the destruction is caused, that's been here is caused by the United States. If the United States had not backed the Nazis and caused the coup, this war would not have happened. And none of the people that have died would have died. None of the people would have been hurt. None of the houses destroyed. I mean, the whole airport is destroyed now. It was a beautiful building, and now it's just garbage. I mean, they'll have to tear the whole thing down before they can build a new one.
What they say, because they are soldiers from Donbass, from other places in Europe or in Russia, but there is no any more American.
I heard at least at one point there was another American here whose call sign was Hunter. I have not met him, and I don't know if he's still here or not, but I'm staying here until the end.
Mm-hmm. And when is going to finish the war?
After victory.
And when is going to arrive this victory?
I think probably within the next year the fascist regime in Kiev will fall. I mean, they're losing the war here in Donbass. We are beating them here. And in Kiev, for the people there, they don't like the conscription. People get their notice to come to the Ukrainian army and they run away to Russia. The people that, that's okay. You know, the people there, their pensions are getting cut. They're, you know, they have to pay more now for gas and heating and everything like that. I mean, everything that's happened in Ukraine since Maidan has only been for the worst. So it's a criminal regime that's made things worse. They are not going to be able to continue on, and we're not going to stop and we're not going to surrender. So they cannot beat us. They cannot beat us.
When did you arrive here to Donbass?
I left America in the end of November 2014, and I flew to Rostov. I stayed there for a couple of days. I went to Volgograd, Stalingrad. I went to Mamiev Kurgan to pay my respects to the heroes of Stalingrad there, and then came back to Rostov and caught the bus from Rostov to Donetsk. I got to Donetsk on the 7th of December, and I joined the battalion Vostok a week later.
And how many times here in this position?
I've only been in this position for a few days. Before this, I was at several different positions at the airport, including Troika, which was where I went first. December 31st was my first day at the airport. January 1st was my first day of combat. And at Troika, it was very heavy combat. After that, Milnicia, there was a lot of artillery attacks, and now there's been a ceasefire, but apparently the U-Crops don't know it, and they still shoot at us every day. We shoot back. This is Spartak, where we are now, north of the airport. We're making progress. We're pushing the U-Crops back, but it's a pretty hot position. We shoot here every day.
What's the hardest moment here in this position?
The beds aren't very comfortable here. But that's okay. The beds are very hard. But great comrades. Food is not bad. We do our jobs, and that's the life of a soldier.
Okay. Nothing more to ask? It's okay if you want to say something more.
Well, just that the battle in Donbass, it's truly Armageddon. It's truly the fight between good and evil. The people that we are fighting with, that we are fighting against, they're Nazis, they're mass murderers, they kill women, children, prisoners, they bomb hospitals, they bomb schools, they bomb people's homes. They cannot be allowed to prevail. So the people, everybody that comes to join the Donbass Defense Forces is a hero. I mean, some guys, they stay in the back and they just work with supply or something like that. And the guys that are at the front line, they risk their lives every day. But that's a hero. They're doing it because it's the right thing to do, and I'm proud to be with them, and I'm going to stay here until this is over.
Okay. Thank you, Texas.
Thank you.